All right, so with the bottle rock exercise, what you're looking for is pelvic control or control of your pelvis. Right now, we're trying to make sure you can go from a anterior pelvic tilt to a posterior pelvic tilt and then to a neutral. So the posterior, always remember, the posterior is harder than the anterior, because anterior, you have more extension in your lower back than you will flexion. So don't worry about getting to how much in each direction you can get. The goal is to be able to rock forward, anterior pelvic tilt, rock backwards, tuck your butt under. It's really more in your butt and activating your glutes. Tucking your butt under, getting that posterior pelvic tilt, back and forth until you can get into a middle position. And it just takes practice. There's no, oh yeah, you've got it and you don't got it. It just takes practice and finding out what feels comfortable for you. So the bottle rock test is basically, find a bottle. You can find a Nalgene bottle, whatever you have, fill it with water so it's full and nice and heavy, okay? And what you're gonna do is I'm gonna get into the prone position or get into the bear position, whatever you wanna call it. Basically this position here. And what I'm gonna do is rock myself, anterior pelvic tilt, posterior, anterior, and kind of play with what neutral feels like, okay? So once you have an idea of what neutral feels like, you're gonna take your full water bottle, put it on your back, and it's better to do this shirtless, just so you don't have any material getting in your way. So I'm starting in anterior pelvic tilt, and I'm gonna bring my pelvis up and brace my core right before that bottle falls off. And you have to kind of get used to where that is. So that's right about there. So from there, I'm bracing my core. This entire time, I'm breathing deep into my belly, not into my chest, but slow breaths into my nose, down to my belly while I'm bracing. Then I'll come out of it, get that anterior, see how the bottle kind of rocks around a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back into that neutral spine, bracing, coming back out, and you're just getting used to it, because what's gonna happen is if you don't have a good position, you're gonna overround, the bottle's gonna fall down. So the goal is to get used to where it's at, push, push, push until you kind of say, okay, this feels neutral. You can look in front of a mirror, make sure you're dialed in, but you know, if you're too tucked under, that bottle's gonna fall off, okay? So full water bottle rock test, do it. It's not even a test, don't think of it as a test. It's more of an activity. This is an exercise you're gonna do every single day. So it's not a test, it's an activity.